Hello and welcome back to the Pack Podcast. We are here bringing you a very exciting episode as we get ready for January 29th at the Pit. Dog Pound Championship Wrestling gets ready for what is going to be yet another huge night. And to help me break it down, Michael here hosting the show alongside Case. You know us so very well, but we want to introduce you to one of the most exciting tag teams ready to get going at the Dog Pound. Here we are, the Midnight Blazers themselves, the Midnight Special, and Smokin Eric Bronson. Guys, how are we feeling?
Feeling great.
I'm feeling so high on life right now, bro.
I'm up in the clouds, baby.
This is a very exciting moment for so many reasons, and we have so much to talk about. But I think the big news of tonight is the fact that Teddy Long himself will be in the building January 29th. I'm going to start with you, Midnight Special. What is the significance of having Teddy Long there leading what is going to be a historic night of tag team action?
Man, like the king of the tag team match, player.
Oh.
Okay, we might have lost him. Eric, I'm going to kick it to you.
Yeah.
Significance of Teddy being there. What is that? What is that going to be like?
I mean, it's such an honor to even be competing at Dog Pound Championship Wrestling to begin with. But then you throw in someone like Teddy Long. I mean, in my personal opinion, he's the greatest, not only general manager, but authority figure in the history of wrestling. So it's a huge honor to be involved with anything that's got Teddy's name on it.
Yeah. Midnight, you're back. Do you want to add to that?
He's the king of the tag team match, player. I mean, he managed Doom. Like, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a legend. Like, it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have a list of tag teams that are going to be competing January 29th. And I think everyone wants to get to know who's competing, who's going to be there. And so we're very fortunate to have you both here. So I think we'd love to hear a little bit from you both. How did the Midnight Blazers come together and what can we expect?
Well,
Ooh.
Midnight, you want to take this one or you want me to go on this one or what?
Oh man, the Midnight Blazers. They came together one night under foggy. I mean, yeah, what was I saying?
What he's trying to say is, we met in a circle, so you could say of things were being passed around here and there, and
Ideas, bro. Knowledge.
ideas, and we've been training together for a while, and things just started clicking. We had chemistry, just something about this guy. We're ready to work.
Fire was sparked, It was.
And where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what they say. That's how the Midnight Blazers were born.
I love it. Case, what do you got?
Man, I gotta say, thank you guys so much for making this the highest quality episode of the Pack Podcast. Cannot thank you guys enough. Now, we've touched on the importance of Teddy Long being in San Antonio, Texas. Now, I know you guys, the confidence is riding ultra high right now. It's in the clouds, if you will.
That's
now,
right.
Is there anyone else you guys would prefer to hand you the first ever tag team championships for Dog Pound Championship Wrestling beside Teddy Long? I mean, he's the guy.
Absolutely not. And I mean, and the quality of teams in this tournament, like, it's an absolute honor. You got the OMGs that dominated the SW Tag Team title division. You got the Fly Death, who are the current Red River Wrestling Tag Team champions. Pretty Boy Rock just became the Advanced Pro Wrestling Tag Team champions. This is a championship caliber tournament. And it's going to be a huge honor. It's going to be a huge test of our skills. It's going to be a test. We're a new tag team. It's going to be a test on our abilities. But it is a Midnight Special guarantee that we are going to light up and blaze through this tournament and become the first ever tag team champions.
That's fantastic. And like I said, obviously, the confidence, super, super high levels. Now, we've touched on all the competition. Is there anybody you guys are not trying to see in the tournament this year? I'll start with you, Eric.
Well, I mean, we're ready for anybody that steps in the ring with us. I mean, like Midnight was saying, I mean, these are championship caliber teams. So anybody that's across that ring for us is going to be some serious competition. But, you know, we got our sights set high on championship gold, and I think we got it.
I want the OMG. That's what I want. I want the Misfit. I want Fly Death. I want the Russell Twins. I want them all.
Mike, what you got?
Yeah, so this is very exciting. So we touched a little bit on the Tag Team Classic. We've got 8 teams to get to. We've got a lot to unpack, okay? So let's just, for everyone watching, let's go through the list. We've got the Midnight Blazers here with us. We've got tag teams that bring a lot of experience from around the state and really are going to round out this tournament in a way that I think is going to be a real treat for the fans. Also coming in, as mentioned, the OMGs. We've got Los Misfits. We've seen them in action at Dog Pound. City Boys, Fly Deaf, the Russell Twins, Pretty Boy Rock, and Rune Nation rounding out the tournament. So we're looking at 8 teams. Midnight, you've touched a little bit on the qualifications of some of these tag teams. What is there anything you can tell us to really give us an idea of who else will be in this tournament?
Man, it's a who's who, man. The Russell Twins, they're young, they're hungry, they're talented. They got a chip on their shoulder. They got something to prove. They're the new boys in town, so they're the team to watch out for. The OMGs, they're battle tested. They went from the Dog Pound Dojo to the SW Tag Team titles like that. Lost Misfits, another tag team from the Dog Pound Dojo. And if you say Dog Pound Dojo, that's about all you need to hear and all you need to know about how legit someone or a team is. The Misfits, definitely another one. The City Boys, this is their first time. They got everything to prove. Nobody's looking at them. And that's the ones that get you. Yeah, Pretty Boy Rock, they're from Lions Pride. You know, those boys can get, like, I'm telling you, every single person, Fly Death, they've held championships everywhere they've been. Who's to say they ain't going to capture the titles this time? Of course, if they meet the Midnight Blazers, that's going to go up in smoke. But the point being, I mean, Rune Nation, look at those big monsters. They destroyed everything they touched in the Battle Royal, except me. I survived. But, I mean, it's who's who, man. It's who do you guys think are going to win the tournament? And don't be bashful just because the winners are on your show.
Well, this is something I think we need to talk about too. We've seen the Misfits, we've seen OMGs many times. I know Case and I have, and I think that's an obvious disadvantage you're looking at. Is this is the first time we're going to see the Midnight Blazers in action. Those 2 teams, I'm thinking of specifically, but they've got experience working together.
A disadvantage?
Yeah.
You said a disadvantage. No, sir. I have tape on them. They can study. They have nothing on us, sir.
True story.
That's something that jumps out to me. Case, do you
They have no idea what we're capable of, and we're going to smoke them.
I feel like we've stated most of all the tag teams in this tournament have championship credentials. We've spoken, the OMGs.
Hey, look,
go ahead.
Look at this. Me alone, I am the most experienced competitor in the entire tournament.
That is true. That is true. But you have the OMGs, SWE tag team champions, current world-class tag team champions. Who's to say that they don't add a third?
We do.
Exactly.
We got something to say about that.
Oh, Eric,
OMGs are one of the most experienced tag teams out there, and those guys have gelled together and worked together for years. I mean, they've come up several promotions, won championships everywhere, but I'm ready to be the spoiler for that, and I know Midnight's right there with me on it.
And I tell you why Eric's so confident. The OMGs are arguably the best tag team in the world today, not just in Texas, in the world today. But I go all the way. Not a lot of people know this. I go all the way back with Mike and John from day one in a little warehouse in West Memphis, Arkansas. So I know everything they know. I know them. I respect them. And if we meet in the tournament, it's gonna be an honor to defeat them.
Precisely.
I think still the question is there. Have you two wrestled together yet? If not, I have to ask, how are you going to overcome that lack of tag team experience working together, knowing how each other operates in the ring?
We are undefeated, sir.
We are undefeated, and we do have previous experience together. A lot of people don't know Midnight and myself go way back. We've trained together for a couple years now, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we know each other pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So getting to the logistics of the tournament itself, you're very confident. You believe you're going to win, and I think you're going to stand a really good chance. What also has to be said too is you're going to have to survive up to 3 rounds of tag team brutality in the ring. I mean, it's going to be a long night for you. So how are you going to make sure that you're ready come the second round, come the final round? I mean, it's going to be long.
Well, you got to work.
Go ahead, Eric.
Nope, I was going to say, you got to work on that endurance. And I mean, we're training in the ring, working on our conditioning. We're in the gym working on our conditioning.
Keeping them lungs clear.
And I am a 12-plus year veteran of this business. I've been to the deep end of the swimming pool a time or two, and my knowledge is Eric's knowledge. We are ready to step in the ring with the absolute best in tag team wrestling come the 29th of January. We are ready to go to war with the absolute best. And the people that buy a ticket are going to get a show that they will never, ever forget. And that is a midnight special guarantee.
And then last one for me before I kick it to Case. Can you just tell us about the significance of what it would mean to you to be crowned the first ever Dogg Pound Championship Wrestling's tag team champions? I'll start with you, Eric.
I mean, it's an honor to win championship gold, but when you're the first ever, I mean, you're definitely in the history books and you're going to be talked about for years to come. I mean, people are going to remember the first ever Dogg Pound Championship Wrestling tag team champions being the Midnight Blazers. And it doesn't get much sweeter than that.
Mm-hmm.
They say you never forget your first. And you are never going to forget the Midnight Blazers as the first ever Dogg Pound Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Yeah.
Of the world.
I love being me. Of the world.
Now, Midnight, we've been talking about the tournament, but in the past couple months, you have antagonized Superfly Soda Pop Hendrix. Are you worried at all that he may end up trying to cost you guys the tag team titles?
Not if he's smart. He better listen to his coaches, Rodney Mack and Jazz. That ain't good for you, dog. Midnight go whoop that ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? Soda Pop, Superfly, Man Bun, Hendrix don't want none of me. Because if he thought Charlie Haas again, put a hurting on him. Right, but that's later. The 29th, we talking about the tag team champions.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if Soda knows what's good for him, he'll keep his nose out of our business because this is about the tag team championships, not about some beef that these guys have. You can settle that stuff later.
Beef? He's a wannabe Midnight Special, bro.
Well, Midnight, it looks like Eric definitely has your back no matter what. He's always ready to grind up Soda Pop, roll him up, of course. But that's a story for a different day. We're talking about the tag team tournament right now. So, is there anyone that really, I guess I've already asked it, there's no one that you don't want to see in the tag team championship tournament, but we've spoken about the credentials of every tag team. Now, what about the singles matches? I know we're gonna go ahead and talk about the whole event. We have the pound for pound champion, Hoss Holding, taking on Mike Dell, one man. Do we have a prediction for that match at all?
Well,
I'm gonna go.
Go ahead, Midnight. You tell him what you think.
I'm gonna go with my twin brother, Mike Dell. Love Mike. Hi, Mike. If you're watching this, I picked you, buddy. What do you got, Eric?
Man, I mean, I don't mean to disagree with my partner on this one, but I think the champ's going to retain. I mean, Haas has been putting a lot of hard work in. Dude, I'm just saying, man, he's got a lot of momentum coming into this match. And if you look at the work that man's been putting in, I don't think anybody is going to be beating him anytime soon. So just my thoughts.
Yeah, definitely respect that answer. Hoss Holding, friend of the show. But, I mean, obviously, the whole thing is based around Teddy Long tag team tournament. And ladies and gentlemen, please, even if you're not from San Antonio, we're not from San Antonio, but we're making the trip down there to see Teddy Long present the first ever Dog Pound Championship tag team champions of the world, as has been stated. And that's a show you can't miss. That is an unmissable show. Now, can you guys talk about like the reason that you cannot miss this show?
Top tier, Jasmine Lear. Done. Mic drop.
Hey, I mean, all the action you're going to see, just like you guys are saying. I'm not from San Antonio, but it's definitely worth a trip going down there to see great Texas-style wrestling.
You dummy. I just said top tier Jasmine Lear, and you're going to skip on everybody should be really happy. Top tier Jasmine Lear versus Miranda Gordy. That is going to be hot in the ring, baby. It's going to be action. Funky like a monkey, like a certain legend used to say, if you will, daddy.
That one's going to be smoking hot. You're not lying about that one. So I'm going to give you that.
I have a question for you, Midnight Special. So the same night we saw Hoss Holding win that pound for pound title, there was a battle royal to determine who was going to win it. And you were in that battle royal. And many times throughout that, you went in and out of the ring. Some would say in a trickery way, sort of deceiving everyone there. Do you feel that you have a target on your back because of that battle royal?
Of course I have a target on my back because I dominated it. I had the most eliminations and I made it to the final three. I almost won. The only reason I lost is I stumped my toe before I got in the ring. It was a grade 3 bruising. The doctor said afterwards, and that's why I had to keep rolling in and out. Smart Alec. Okay, I was hurt, but I fought through for y'all's entertainment. All right? And I almost won the thing. And Eric, I'm sorry I had to do what I had to do, bro. Casualties of war and yeah, whatever.
Collateral damage and whatnot, right?
Right. Water under the bridge. You told me water under the bridge.
No dissension.
Those brownies. We're good.
So Midnight, you believe that you're going to roll in, you're going to win the tag team classic, no sweat off your back. Let's just assume that's true. Let's say you walk out with both of the tag team titles. What kind of champions are you two going to be? I'll start with you, Midnight. How are you going to defend those titles?
Well, I won't be the kind of tag team champions that knock out Rodney Mack, whoever that was. Wasn't me, promise. Dude, we're gonna be the highest quality tag team champions. So I'm not taking any comers from any promotion. We'll take you on. You want to go? I heard all the stuff you've been saying about me.
Well, I'll get back to you on that one. But I will say that there are so many deserving tag teams that are going to get that opportunity. What about you, Eric? What kind of champion are you going to want to be?
Well, we are going to be the highest level of competition, no matter where or when we defend those titles. So, I mean, if if anybody thinks that they got what it takes to step in the ring with the Midnight Blazers, they're gonna get smoked.
They really need to eat a gummy because they dummies.
Dummy.
Dummy, yeah.
So we've already mentioned the pound for pound title will be on the line January 29th. We'll also have some action in our women's division as well, as we'll see Miranda Gordy take on top tier Jasmine Allure. I think Midnight's alluded to who he feels is going to take this victory. Eric, let me get your thoughts on it. Jasmine Allure, top tier, Miranda Gordy.
I mean, Jasmine Allure is an up and coming top talent. And I mean, Miranda Gordy is one tough woman. I mean, I've had firsthand experience, and I mean, she packs a punch. So these ladies are going to tear the house down. As to who I think is going to win, I mean, man, that's going to be a tough one. I think I'm going to have to go with Midnight on this one. I feel like Miranda may be overlooking her just a little bit. I don't know why, but I feel like Jasmine. What's that?
I taught her everything she knows.
I mean, top tier for a reason, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We go way back, like 1992. Yeah, we go way back. True story. Made it up.
Now we've alluded, or Midnight has alluded to the brutal attack on Rodney Mack. Now, can you guys talk about that?
Wasn't me. I know everybody's been blowing up my Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat, my MySpace, everything. Wasn't me. I mean,
you're really dating yourself on the MySpace. That was before I was.
Now I kind of wish I'd have thought of it, but no, it wasn't me.
Do you have any inside information? Do you want to say right here on the Pack Podcast who attacked Rodney Mack?
Yeah. I know who done it. I seen who done it. But I ain't gonna tell you.
We respect it. Midnight Specialist, no snitch.
Wasn't me.
Snitches get stitches, right?
Wasn't me. I was talking to Eric ordering a pizza, bro.
Yeah. We were, man. We had the munchies and
orders a pizza on a three-way. That's how tight of a tag team we are.
Exactly.
We heard that commotion going down, and we're like, dude. Saw Rodney laid out, blood everywhere, and we
maybe I saw someone running away. Maybe I didn't. Cash App or Venmo if you want to find out. How you doing?
Put a G in the cash.
How you doing? Hey, this ain't about character development right now, bro.
That's right. Developing that character.
So, back to the show, the 29th of January. The first ever Teddy Long Classic hosted by Dogg Pound Championship Wrestling and the TSW app.
Yes, you can stream this on the TSW Plus app. Absolutely. Great mention, Midnight Special.
Dude, you guys think that it was Gino that had something to do with it?
That's the question. That's a great point, and I think there's a couple of questions here. Will Rodney Mack be able to compete January 29th after what happened? Assuming he is, he will be up against Gino Medina. And so that is a question. You don't have anything to do with it.
I'll tell you this about Rodney Mack. Rodney Mack is very much what he says he is. He's a dog. All right? He is a dog. And just like if you cut a dog's leg off, he can run down the road in a few days to a week. Mm-hmm. It don't matter how bad, many times you jump Rodney Mack. You cut his legs off, he's still going to show up in that ring with Thug and Bun. You dig?
Yep.
Exactly. You don't get to be the head of Dogg Pound Championship Wrestling without being
the head dog. The head dog. And maybe there will come a day when a young dog will put that dog down, but it ain't going to be on the 29th, in my opinion.
Oh, man.
Because I'm not ready yet. JK.
A Midnight Special that I guarantee.
Or a spoiler.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, like we have said, everyone, please download the TSW Plus app to check out all Dog Pound Championship Wrestling episodes with Michael Moore as your resident commentator for Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, and check out TSW Plus episodes on there as well.
Myself, along with Nigel Rabbit. We have a
yes.
wonderful commentary team. We have a wonderful Dog Pound team all together that brings the show to life. So, as mentioned already, Teddy Long Tag Team Classic. The Midnight Blazers, are there any teams that, I know you're confident, okay, but there has to be a team or two that maybe you want to wait until the end. Maybe you're hoping they're on the other side of the bracket, so you won't have to see them until the championship. Is there anyone that scares you?
Eric, get this dummy a gummy. Listening. Every team in this tournament, that's what makes this tournament so amazing. Every single team could win. On that night, any team could be the better team. I'm ready to step in there all over that.
Two big bad dudes out of Austin, Rune Nation. Those guys are two big scary dudes that I personally had a run-in with in the Battle Royal. So, I mean, not saying that I wouldn't want to see them in the tournament, but if I do, I got a little retribution for them for what happened in that Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm. That's where we so high on the expectation of this tournament, because every single team is top, elite, top of the line. Every single match is going to be a Meltzer 5-star classic. Would be insane. Every single, I don't care if it's the OMGs, the Russelltons, Fly Death, every single match is going to leave people on the edge of their seats, and their tickets will be worth the price of admission. And that is the Midnight Special guarantee.
Now,
but on that night, we will win.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the guarantee. Now, we mentioned new team coming in that may not be used to the toughness that the standard Dog Pound Championship Wrestling superstar is. I mean, it's the pit for a reason. Do you think that puts them at a disadvantage?
Absolutely not. Like I just said, get this dummy a gummy too, Eric.
I got them.
Every single team, Rue Nation, they big bad boys. They're ready. The Misfits, they've been working at this for over a year. They're ready. The OMGs have been there. They're ready to be back there. They're ready. The Russell twins want to come in and light up the town. You know, you only get one chance at a first impression, and they want to knock it out of the park. They're ready. The Midnight Blazers, we are ready.
And then Eric, this is a big opportunity for you as well. You mentioned your time in the Battle Royal. I know you had a matchup with Demos going back a couple of months. So tell us the significance of this. This is your opportunity at Championship Gold.
Yeah, I mean, what better way to make a name for yourself than to be a champion? And to be the first ever tag team champions in Dog Pound, I mean, it would just solidify me as a legitimate competitor in this organization. And I mean, I feel like I have a lot to prove myself. I mean, those other teams, yeah, they've won championships other places, but I mean, they've won championships. They've tasted gold. I haven't yet. And I've been putting in a lot of hard work, training my ass off, and I'm ready to taste some gold myself. So,
yeah. And then last thing on the Rodney Mack drama, Midnight, is there anyone that would have any information on what happened to him? General Manager Aaron Presley, is there anyone? Because I know people have a lot of questions about what happened.
I don't know, man. Guess you have to be there. Buy a ticket. Maybe we'll find out.
Okay.
Download the TSW app. Maybe breaking news will pop up on there. So, yeah, download the app. Download.
TSW Plus.
TSW Plus, check out all the action. First 4 episodes of Dog Pound Championship Wrestling are live on the app. You can go on the website. You can download the app. So many ways to catch the action. But where we want to see you is January 29th at the Pit, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. The meet and greet starts at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6 with a 7 o'clock bell time. Teddy Long will be there live. We will see so much great tag team action, and champions will be crowned. Guys, we're going to wrap this up, but is there anything else you want to leave fans with as we move forward to the big show?
You first, Eric.
Well, the fans can expect the highest level of competition out of the Midnight Blazers, and we're coming to smoke the competition January 29th and leave the pit with those tag team championships around our waist.
True that.
And we're go ahead.
Going to be an action-packed, adrenaline-filled thrill ride of a show, and you don't want to be the one hearing about it. You want to be the one talking about it. So January 29th at the Pit in San Antonio, Texas. Be there. You're
Follow
welcome.
Dogtown Championship Wrestling on social media for all the action. Can fans find either of you on social media?
Absolutely. The Midnight Special. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Look it up. Google it.
You can find
You
me
look
on
like Dexter.
Instagram. That's not all I get on, but yeah. Smokin Eric Bronson. Check it out.
Great. We will see everyone January 29th at the Pit. Michael here alongside Case, the Pack Podcast, bringing you all news Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. And we will see you next time.
See you guys.